You're listening to the Ask Drone U podcast. You ask, we answer your drone questions. Whether you're here to turn your passion into profit or you simply fly for fun, we're a community of learners and teachers who aspire to achieve greatness. We are
Drone U.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Ask Drone U. My name is Paul.
And my name is Rob, and this is episode 621.
Woo woo, 621 episodes. Wow,
My
that
voice
is
just changed
a
on me.
whole lot.
That is a whole lot. Fun, although it's gone by like that.
It is so true. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to tell you thank you. Thank you for the reviews. Thank you for the comments. And thank you for the emails about how we're doing, suggestions on what we could do better. We do listen. We have answered. And if you feel like we could do more, let us know. If you have a question, go to askdroneu.com. Today's episode is brought to you by the Drone U community and Drone U Fly-In. Everyone knows the Fly-In is coming up. We're going to be recording a lot of episodes kind of ahead of that so we can get ready for the Fly-In. There's so much going out. I think the PR goes out like a day or two after my birthday. I think it's like the 9th or the 10th. The press release goes out on the very first Drone Olympics. The only reason I'm calling that is because I don't have a better explanation of what to call it. A bunch of different exercises and a conference, but unlike any other drone conference, we actually fly the whole time.
Yeah, I just call it a hell of a drone day.
Very, very true.
It's going to be fun.
Well, if you didn't hear the last episode, episode 620, I apologize to someone who had asked a question. I did not give him the respect that he deserved in the answer. So we are going to talk today about a question that is really important. People have been asking me all the time, Rob, and frankly, it's something when I run into someone, when I'm out and about, people still ask me this question all the time, and it was even unclear at the local FSDO office, and I had to pull this out, and we had to read it together because even I was unclear on it myself. So in light of today being sponsored by the community, I figured I would give a shout out to one of the guys who have been around for a very long time. His name is Dano.
Dano. He has been around for a long time.
Dano will be DJing my wedding.
So he's coming here because originally we thought it was going to be out west, right?
Yep, it is going to be here in the Burke.
Nice.
It'll be the last thing I do here.
Wow. Go from Borque to honeymoon to X.
You know, and I'm not sure we're going to do a big honeymoon because the thing I really want to do for my honeymoon we couldn't do. So we'll see. Anyway, Dano, I want to talk about the question in Dano's accent. And this is not Dano's real accent. This is Dano's like crazy DJ accent. Yeah, so I want to use that to replicate the question, which I'm about to make up, and then we're going to answer essentially, is it legal or not to fly over moving vehicles? We're going to show you what the FAA says, what is important, and whatnot. So here we go. Hey guys, I got a question here. It's Dano from California, and I'm wondering, can I fly my drone over moving vehicles? What'd you think?
It was almost as good as Dano.
Almost. AKA really far from good.
No, not at all.
Anyway, so we're getting a little too creative here on the show, and I know people want us to stick right to the point, so let's get right to the point. All right, pull out your drone pilot field kit. Okay, you're in the car or you're doing something, you can't pull it out. I just pulled it out for you. If we go to page, it looks like I'm on page 263, 270 of the field kit itself. The FAA says, in regards to flying over people, flying over cars, what's a protected structure? Can that protected structure be moving? They say this rule will allow flight over people located under a covered structure capable of protecting a person from a falling small unmanned aircraft because such a structure mitigates the risk associated with a small unmanned aircraft flying over people. They say that the FAA agreed with a couple people, but then it says, and I quote, this rule will not, however, allow operation of a small unmanned aircraft over a moving vehicle because the moving vehicle operating environment is dynamic and the potential impact forces when an unmanned aircraft impacts a moving road vehicle pose unacceptable risks due to head-on closure speeds.
Interesting choice of words.
Yeah, I'm not going to go down that road. Additionally, impact with a small unmanned aircraft may distract the driver of a moving vehicle and result in an accident.
That's fair. I mean, just imagine you're driving down the road and a little bunny runs in front of you or whatever.
I'm aiming for the bunny.
Okay, we
just gonna clarify
we
that
just lost
one.
some listeners. All the bunny lovers out there.
Okay, PETA, I'm sorry.
Oh my word.
They
Anyways,
shouldn't find out what we do with bunnies in southern New Mexico. No,
Oh
I'm kidding.
gosh. Please stop.
What about Malta? No. Okay,
I quit.
I'm sorry, PETA.
No, anyways, obviously it's going to distract you, right? So you can imagine a drone falling, especially if it hits the car, blah, blah, blah. It makes sense.
True.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's common sense, right?
Well, yeah, actually it is.
Sure is. Next question. Will they enforce anyone who flies a drone over moving vehicles?
It does not appear they're enforcing anything
It doesn't.
based on...
I think that's going to change.
Yeah.
I think someone's going to stretch their muscles.
You think so?
Here's what I do know. Whether people follow the rules or not, at the end of the day, this is how I support myself. This is my living. I fly drones and make a living off of it. And even though the FAA is not enforcing just about anything right now, and we have a podcast coming up talking about that, at the end of the day, I want to go to sleep knowing I did the right thing, knowing I flew by the rules, and knowing that if someone were to ever knock on my door, who being a federal agent, and asking me questions about a flight, I could be like, you know what, I did that the right way. And I've got nothing to worry about. It's that clear conscience, and it's the fact that if they wanted to come after me, I can say, well, here's my stuff, and here's my authorizations, and here's my license, and here's my commercial registration, and yeah, what do you want to know?
Absolutely.
Weather was good today.
It's kind of like if you don't lie, you have nothing to hide, right?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, that makes me feel better, like a better person.
Totally.
So,
Yeah.
and we're going to talk about the Casey Neistat case. We got Andy coming on the show later this week to discuss the FOIA request in the Casey Neistat case against Casey Neistat, someone who has blatantly been flying in
Various ways in which he should not.
Yeah, in controlled airspace. And people are like, well, you can't say that's illegal. It's like, well, he said in the videos that he was flying. And if you look at where he's flying and look at the Google Street View and match that area, you know it's you should be flying there.
Yeah. It's
So
not the highest level PI work, right?
no, but
get to
we're going
that
to talk
point.
about that later. But anyway, guys, I really wanted to answer this question for you. Flying over moving vehicles or not, what can you do? What can't you do? Now, I wonder if someone could actually get a waiver around this. That would be the interesting part.
Could certainly ask. There's
guess
a
we're-
process for that.
Guess we're going to try and then maybe make a YouTube video on it.
I think that'd be fantastic.
Add it to the list, Rob. That's going to do
I
it.
feel like I've got to roll out this scroll.
That's going to do it for us today, guys. My name is Paul.
My name is Rob.
This is Ask Drone U.